What is temporary protected status, and what does the Supreme Court decision this morning mean for Venezuelan nationals in the United States? Temporary protected status, henceforth TPS, was created by Congress alongside the Immigration Act of 1990. It started as a response to El Salvadorian refugees fleeing a civil war and now protects over 163,000 individuals. TPS is a designation provided to countries by the Secretary of Homeland Security. Immigrants from that country can then apply to receive TPS if they meet certain requirements outlined by the Secretary. Under TPS, beneficiaries will receive protection from deportations and work authorizations for as long as the designation lasts. In 2021 and 2023, the Biden administration granted TPS protections to Venezuelans amid ongoing and rampant national violence. The designation was originally meant to extend until October of 2026, but after a few weeks in office, Secretary Christina moved to have the status removed. The State Department still maintains Venezuela as a Level 4 do not travel restriction due to the high risk of wrongful detentions, arbitrary enforcement of local laws, crime, civil unrest, poor health infrastructure, and others. On March 31st, a San Francisco judge blocked the TPS removal. In his 78-page opinion, Judge Chen called for a federal injunction because nationwide relief is necessary since the agency actions had a uniform and nationwide impact on all Venezuelan TPS holders located across the United States. Yet, this Monday morning, the U.S. Supreme Court has answered an emergency motion by the federal government, voting to pause the injunction issued by Judge Chen. Since it was an emergency docket, there was no opinion or brief provided by the court on its decision. However, looking at the current cases faced by the Supreme Court, I can hypothesize some of the considerations used by the court in this decision. While the court may not agree with the ending of TPS for Venezuelan nationals, it may be attempting to limit the power of federal judge decisions. Individuals who are at risk of losing TPS or face the consequences for the removal are still able and should be encouraged to take their cases to court, because this decision does not guarantee the legality of Secretary Noem's proposal, only allowing it to proceed while litigations are ongoing. I hope you now understand what temporary protected status is and what the Supreme Court decision this morning implies, and thank you all for the support.